Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be taking the 2022 Hyundai Venue on a POV test drive. This one is the SEL trim and this is the mid trim. There are three trims you can choose from. There is the SE, SEL and Limited, but let's go ahead and take this SEL trim on a test drive and see how it does. Alright, so this is the 2022 Hyundai Venue, and honestly, it doesn't look that bad from the inside. Here is the backup camera. Resolution is okay. I'm glad that there is a backup camera and it is nice and big. And as I said, overall, everything looks good. So driving this 2022 Hyundai Venue, this is actually my first time driving a Venue, and it actually drives nice and smooth. I honestly expected it to drive worse than this, but so far so good. But we're gonna definitely take it on the highway and see how this Venue does. And actually it is nice and responsive from a dead stop, and it does have that boxy look to it. And this Venue is meant for more of a city driving. Turning radius is very good. I did hear that turning radius is very good. Let's go ahead and change the drive mode. Sport. It does have snow on normal. And this is actually pretty good. It is actually very responsive, and I did not expect it to be this responsive. And it does have all the nice safety features. It does have blind spot monitoring system, and the cruise control adaptive. I'm not exactly sure if it has adaptive cruise control. It does have the lane keep assist, emergency braking, and honestly, I'm very impressed. It is nice and torquey, and it does have a 1.6 naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine, and this engine produces 121 horses and 113 pound-feet of torque. And I'm not gonna lie, it does drive very good. I'm not a big fan of the lane keep assist, but wow, overall, honestly, it does drive very nice and smooth. Good amount of body lean, but wow, I'm very impressed with this Venue. Brakes are amazing, and definitely feels very light, and it's super quiet. But seriously, wow, this is actually very, very impressive. Gauges look good, interior looks very good. Yeah, everything is plastic, but honestly, it's something that you don't touch, so I'm completely fine with it. And plus, this is a $22,000 car, and this is the mid trim. It is the SEL trim. There is the SE, SEL, and the Limited. And for the SEL trim, you're actually getting a lot of things for $22,000. Let's go ahead and put it back in normal mode. In sport mode, it definitely wakes it up, and I did not expect it to be this responsive, especially from a dead stop. And even doing like 30-20 miles per hour, you hit the gas pedal, it just keeps going. And this IVT/CVT transmission is actually very good. It just keeps pushing you back to the seat. Nothing crazy, of course, but wow, very impressed. It does have an 8-inch screen, and it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The steering wheel feels nice and light, direct, and yeah, I'm truly impressed with this venue. If you guys are curious about the fuel economy numbers, they are very good. They are 29 in the city, 33 highway, and 31 combined. So definitely very good numbers. It does have plus and minus, so you could shift down, shift up. And yeah, that transmission is definitely responsive. Does have an IVT or a CVT. Doesn't actually have real gears, but it is definitely a good IVT/CVT transmission. We're gonna go ahead and test the turning radius. The turning radius is phenomenal in this venue. The steering wheel is wrapped in leather, which is beautiful for $22,000. I think that's very good. And as I said, guys, it does have all the nice safety features. And I think the venues only come in front-wheel drive, if I'm not mistaken. But I am very impressed with this venue. Seeing out of this car is very good. Windows are nice and big, and this SEL trim actually has a sunroof, which is nice for $22,000, and a sunroof. I think that's very good. The headliner is finished in almost an Alcantara look, but it's definitely hard. Yeah, definitely hard, but it does feel like it's finished in Alcantara slash what is it called? Alcantara slash suede. And this venue feels very nice and planted. When you put it in sport mode, it keeps the RPMs a little bit higher, so when you accelerate, the power is there. When you put it back in normal mode, the RPMs drop down. As I said, guys, plastic on the doors, but yeah, there is no rattles or any sounds coming from the dash or anywhere. That was the plate in the back. But yeah, I'm actually very impressed. I really like this venue. It does have a good amount of body lean, but that's completely fine. And getting inside and getting out is very easy. So you basically just slide into the seat. So the height of this venue is perfect. Gauges look amazing, and you do get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all the safety features, a sunroof, a leather wrapped steering wheel. Seats are nice and comfortable, and great Mpgs for $22,000. I think this is actually a perfect deal. And I think the SEL trim, which is this one, is the best bang for the buck. Climate controls are very easy to use. It does have single zone climate control. Here is the fan speed. Everything displays in that small screen. And for this price point, the venue is beautiful. Road noise is not too bad. I'm not exactly sure how my GoPro is picking up the sound, but definitely in person it's very quiet. There's a little bit of wind noise doing 70 miles per hour when I was doing almost 80 miles per hour on the highway, but yeah, it's actually not that bad. And as I said, the steering wheel is nice and responsive, direct, light. Let's put it in sport mode. It does become a little bit heavier, but not really by much. Suspension is nice and smooth, soft, but there is a good amount of noise coming into the cabin of this venue from the suspension. Such a beautiful, comfortable car. Does have some storage right here, 2 cup holders, a little bit of storage place right here. No wireless phone charger, but that's completely fine. This is a $22,000 car. It does have 2 USBs in the bottom, 1 12-volt, and yeah, overall, I really like this venue. It's really, really nice. Yeah, for some reason it feels like it has more than 113 pound-feet of torque. And I love the way how it accelerates. It just keeps pushing me back to the seat. As I said, nothing crazy, but it definitely feels, it's definitely powerful. So there's a good amount of power. Not a crazy amount, but I think it's very good. Headroom is amazing. It does have some halogen lights, which is completely fine. Does even have a light here. Does have a mirror, which is good, and the visor feels nice and solid, and everything just actually looks very good. Does have a tune knob, a volume knob, and mirrors are nice and big, and yeah, definitely a beautiful car. Seats are very comfortable. They're finished in cloth. They do have some black, basically the tan and black combo. Yeah, definitely driving this venue in the city is, I think, better than driving it on the highway. So it is definitely a very good city car, and I think this is what Hyundai was going after. On the highway, it does feel like it's, I don't want to say all over the place, but definitely the wind does make this car swerve right and left, and it is a light car, but I'm very impressed with this venue, and I actually really like it. Again, guys, this is the SEL trim, and there is the SE and the Limited, so there is only 3 trims you could choose from, but this SEL trim I think is the one to go for. It's not too expensive and it's not too cheap. It does have a normal key, which is completely fine, and headroom, legroom, everything is actually very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this POV test drive of this 2022 Hyundai Venue. I would like to thank Moody and Key Hyundai in Milford, Connecticut for providing me this venue. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.